Welcome to our program. And in addition to our painting lessons, we're also going to start interviewing some local artists in our area to see how they come up with their creativity and how they paint. And so we're going to have them on art and imagination. Anything that you can imagine, you can draw. Let's go to the studio. Hi, and welcome back for this art lesson. We didn't finish it last time, so we're going to finish it today. And every once in a while when I get to working and almost complete, remember we put the red pencil mark around this so we could stay within our area right here in the center. So I wanted you to see what putting the mat back on it. And if the cameraman will look at that with the mat on, you can see how pretty that brings out the picture. So let's go on and finish some of the places that need to be finished really bad. I didn't do the dirt last time on the side of the water, because it's got to have some brown, some dirt to really show up. So I'm just gonna put this down like that, and that's a deep purple that I'm using, and I want to go up there. Of course, it'll be lighter up there than it is down here, but I wanted to get this rock on some land here because it looks like it's floating in the side of the water. So let's get busy and do that. So now I'm going to take the water, clean water on my brush, and I'm going to go up here and I'm just going to kind of pull it down. So the stream's going to be just a little bit smaller. Now I'm going to go into the brown and mix that, because when it gets closer to you, it's going to be darker. So we're going to try to get this lightened up. So what I do if I've got too much dark up there, I'm going to take my paper towel and I'm going to hit it like that and press some of the water out, and you can see that it has stopped the darkness. So, and also I wanted to brown up these rocks in here because it should be very dark, because the sun is coming from this way. So on this side of the rock, it should be very dark. And so the other should be. So I'm just tapping, not doing much. And then I'll pull some of that water. Okay. Let's go get some blue and blue this water up. I want to leave the light in here, but I also want to combine this blue with this dirt on the side of the bank, making a bank in the water. And since I have two dark spots here from the bank, and then the rock is still dark, so I'm going to have to lighten up something so that I can see the difference between the rock and the water. So I'll put a little bit of light into that little bank right there. And I'll put some more light over here on the rock, and we're just going to float that. And that is what is called floating. So if I float that one, I got to float the other one too. This one over here. So I want to float those colors together. Okay, when you fix one thing, you got to fix something else after fixing. So these trees over here on this side need a little bit of float also, of light. And that's going to fade out because it's the lighter color, and it's going to just fade, 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 which we want it to fade. So I'm not making a straight line with the white because it's going to fade out too. And by fading out, you'll see the white, but you won't know that it's really there when it dries. So I think we're getting it kind of. So let's put a little few eye stoppers in there on this side where the bank is. I hope you can see that well. I'm going back into the brown and making some shrubberies along there. And it's fun to do this. And I've been debating whether to put some cattle back there. So I don't know yet, but you know, you're your own creator, art and imagination. Use your imagination what you want to do with your picture. So you don't have to put cows, but I was just thinking maybe some, I like to put life in my pictures that I do. And I want that up taller. So you just kind of keep creating as you go along. And we'll put some over here on this side, which I had started to do as green, and it doesn't show up. So, and you want these little bitty shrubs going through there. Now this is a little bitty brush too, so that's what makes it so nice. So if you don't have a thin brush or a small brush, this is a liner brush, and I like to use it a lot. For just this kind of action. People will think, how did you do that? Well, it was easy. Janna showed me how. Okay, I think that's enough. And we'll put a little bit of lining in the tree again. I can see where I put the white. So I'm just going to go, where you have light, you got to have dark. So we'll put a little more emphasis on this tree here. And I might put a few more branches on this tree. The more you have of these little branches, the better off you are, because it looks good. Sorry for a gravelly throat. I'm allergic to a lot of what's outside. But I hope you're enjoying your painting sessions with me. I'm having fun, that's for sure. And we'll put some dark in those flowers along, not too many. Okay, let's get a different brush and put some greenery or some more grass look to settle down these little things that I put in the little brush. Closer this way. And I like pictures full of color. So much fun. Put a little more green in here on the base of the picture. Now you've got to, when you finish a painting, you have got to sign your name. And it's copyrighted as soon as you do. As we create this picture will be copyrighted to me. Yours is going to look a little different, so it'll be your painting. And it will be copyrighted. You didn't know that, did you? Well, it's true. Now, let's see. Let's bring a little bit of green up on this side. But I think we're pretty much finished with this painting. It's been fun to create it. And now that I got it good and wet, I might not put cattle in there. But we just want to show the light going through there. Well, what do you think? How about your painting? Do you like it, I hope? Let's put the mat back on and see how it goes. Now, look at that. Isn't that pretty? It's great for a bathroom or an area where you can see the scenery outside. I sure have enjoyed doing this one. So we need to start on some other stuff. So this is all wet, but let's see if I can get this thing off. Now with these compressed paper that I have you to use most of the time, I need a knife. I don't think I can get it off, but I'm going to try. It is so compressed that it's sometimes hard to get it off. So we work on it. If you're at home, you can use your sharp knife to pull it apart. I think I got it now. I do.
Take a break. Take a break.
Just take a break. I will take a break now and get this thing apart while we're going to start another picture. We'll be right back. Welcome back. we've got our problems all fixed. But anyway, they thought I was in trouble. I wasn't in trouble. So what shall we paint on this next blank page of our canvas paper here? So let's see, what do you want to learn about? So I'm going to do several different little things here to show you different things to do, like you can paint a house, a real house on the paper. Painting flowers is sometimes difficult for some. So I'm going to get some red paint going here, a watercolor. I'm not going to wet my paper though. I'm going to keep it dry. So using your brush, curl it in your fingers and pull it down. And then just cover it up a little bit in the center, because we're going to go back in there and do some more. And then on this side, is say that it's pull that brush around and roll it. And we're going to do the same on this side. We're going to start there at the bottom and roll it. And this can be very pretty with doing a picture of just flowers, because it's springtime. Let's be happy with springtime. So I'm not going all the way into the center. I'm going to stay out here, roll my brush again, and roll it this way also to come to the center, and just kind of tap, tap. That's one flower. I'm going to let it dry a little bit, so we're going to do another kind of a flower. And my paints have all gotten hard. Let's see if I can do another one. So this is a yellow kind of a sunflower. So all you have to do is kind of do an eye, the shape of an eye. And let's get some more yellow. And I don't go to the center. I push that brush down and go up. And let's do it this way, all the way around. This is fun also. And you can bring it out a little bit more if you get it too small. Okay, let's go do another one. Paint it. I think this paint's better than, the paints are so hard. Let's do some more petals on this flower and leave some white opening. It's okay. And there will be another one there. And we'll bring it down because it's underneath the petal of the other flower we made. Same with this one. We're going to go out and try to keep it the same length of the petals, the other petals. So there we have another one. Now I'm going to go into a little bit darker color here because I'm going to go paint underneath this. Well, that's not too much darker. Just going to go in and put some more petals in here. Because there will be some petals underneath there. And I'll leave that white opening. But all you have to do is just kind of give the image, and it's wonderful, you know, because you leave it to the imagination of the person that's looking at the painting. And let's go up here on this other flower, and kind of on the, I made the paint darker, so we're going to pull that out because that's going to be the center. But underneath that is going to be these dark petals. That's the way flowers are made. And you're looking down into this flower. So therefore, you'll see the dark coming up from the center. Now I want a little bit of a brown here. And I just want to hit it, just right like that, like a little dot. And I hope you can see that that's a flower. But this one I'm going to go around, and I'm just going to tap my brush. And it's still wet, but I want to get that dark going into the flower. Make it bigger. So there we go. I should make this one bigger too. But leave some of that white in there. Okay. If you're doing let's say if you're doing the stems, come down, and you have another stem coming down too, so they'll both be kind of sideways together. So now we're going to make us some leaves. And you go up on this line and you come out. And you just very carefully I like to make that look. And there again, I made a mistake, so mistakes are good to know. I'm going to go down here, come across, use your brush to go back. And I don't like this leaf like that. So what am I going to do? I'm going to fix it. I'm going to give it a bath. And leave some of that white in there for contrast. And another kind of a leaf. You can go there, come out, and start wiggling. This is for the nervous people. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle to the end. And there again, leave some of the white in there. And dry my brush out a little bit, and I'll use another kind of a green. And you can do all kinds of leaves. See, that one's coming up to curl. So I want to go back in here and kind of change this leaf a little bit. I don't like the looks of it, so what do? We change it. It's okay to make mistakes. Mistakes are good. And I think we need a kind of a red flower. So let's put a red flower in here. I think down here. So I'm going to make a circle. And I'm going to add on to, I'm going to push down, come out. I'm going to go up here and push down. Don't forget where your center is. Push down. And we're going to go outside here, and it's going to be darker. This petal. And another petal. And I don't have very much paint on my paintbrush. Anyway, let's speed this up. I'm going to put a real dark center in there. We're getting there. And let's put another branch coming down. And let's make it some leaves all around. I'm going to push it like that. Watercolor is so much fun. This is not a loose one picture, but it still works. So I'm going to go back into that yellow flower and give him some contrast because he looks like he's fading. So let's bring him back to life. And you can continue to make a great big old sunflower out of this if you like. Yeah, let's see if I can get some of that a little bit darker. By just pushing the color around in the petals. Forgot one up there. Well, I hope you have enjoyed our time together. I know I've enjoyed my time here and showing you how to paint. And I hope you'll join us next time on Janna's Art and Imagination. We have fun here at this studio. I have a great bunch of people telling me what to do, and I like that. So we have a great staff. So be sure and watch us, and come back and see me next time. Bye for now, though. Remember, anything that you can imagine, you can draw. So we'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.